I'm David Toman, author of nootropicsexpert.com, and in this video I'm going to share with you what I think are the best nootropics for 2021. I'm going to tell you what they are, why I use them, the science behind them, the dosage, and the side effects. I have a couple of new favorites, nootropics, this year after 14 years of trial and error. And chances are that what works for me may work well for you too. The nootropics I'm talking about here are what I use every day. And you'll notice that the nootropics I'm talking about here, they work in multiple areas of cognitive enhancement. That means fewer nootropics in a well-rounded stack. And once you dive into the neuroscience behind each nootropic, you'll find the synergy with how many of these ingredients work together. Now, this may result in smaller doses of each for a bigger benefit. Brain optimization comes with a lot of experimenting to find out what works best. Trying different compounds and keeping a log of what works and how well, and a considerable investment. And naturally, I'm on the lookout for a way to save money without cutting any corners. Once I've narrowed down my nootropic stack choices, the search begins for quality pre-made nootropic stacks that will save me buying individual nootropics. And fortunately, I found what is, in my opinion, the best pre-made nootropic stack in late 2015, which uses most of the nootropics I've selected for my stack. And they're all packed in 2 daily capsules in a nootropic supplement stack called MindLab Pro. Now, I'll talk about MindLab Pro in a few minutes and how it ties into my brain hacking goals. The company that makes MindLab Pro also produces a line of supplements called Performance Lab, offering even more options for brain optimization, and more on that later. Each nootropic covered in this video, in the original transcript of this video, which you'll find a link below this video, has links through to the complete review. So when you click through to each individual nootropic supplement review, you find more detail on what it is, why we use it, how it feels, its mechanism of action in your brain, the side effects, the forms available, the types to buy, and the dosage recommendations. And each of these nootropics are generally regarded as safe and non-toxic at the recommended dosage. But your mileage may vary, and how you respond to each of these compounds depends on a host of variables, including genetics, interactions with your prescription meds, and your current state of health. So I encourage you to go to the original transcript of this video and click through to each nootropic and read the side effects, the prescription drug interactions, and any other notes or warnings. But in general, these are among some of the safest cognitive enhancers we know of today. Acetyl-L-Carnitine. ALCAR helps transport fatty acids into mitochondria where they're needed for energy metabolism, fueling your brain cells' power plants, which can boost physical and mental energy. ALCAR is a necessary cofactor for acetylcholine synthesis, which boosts memory, mental alertness, and fluid thought. The antioxidant properties of acetyl-L-carnitine provide neuroprotective qualities. It boosts brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, and it promotes cerebral blood circulation. Aniracetam. Aniracetam is one of my favorite nootropics. It's well known among experienced nootropics users for reducing anxiety, depression, fear, and improving sociability. But it does so much more. Aniracetam enhances your brain's ability to repair damaged cell membranes. It desensitizes glutamate AMPA receptors in your brain, which boosts neural signaling by increasing the effectiveness of glutamate, resulting in better focus and concentration. Aniracetam also improves memory and recall by releasing 200 to 300% more acetylcholine in your brain, which increases focus and clarity of thought. And I found that the combination of Aniracetam and Sulbutiamine is better than any antidepressant that I've ever tried. Bacopa Monnieri. Bacopa Monnieri is one of the best nootropics for studying. Researchers at Banaras Hindu University in India showed that Bacopa is as effective for anxiety as the benzodiazepine drug lorazepam. And unlike benzos, Bacopa did not result in memory loss. In fact, it boosted cognition. Another study conducted in Portland, Oregon demonstrated that 300 milligrams of Bacopa Monnieri per day for 12 weeks improved word recall, it increased attention, it boosted memory, it improved focus while learning, and it lowered anxiety and heart rate. Caffeine. Caffeine is an adenosine antagonist which helps prevent you from getting sleepy, and in turn influences acetylcholine, epinephrine, serotonin, and boosts the use of dopamine, providing the stimulant effect experienced when consuming caffeine. Caffeine assists in the gene expression of brain-derived nootropic factor, which boosts your neurogenesis. And caffeine increases the density of GABA receptors, it potentiates dopamine, and it causes some serotonin receptors to be more responsive, which in turn improves mood within an hour of consumption. CDP-Choline. A valuable addition to any great nootropic stack, CDP-Choline is a multitasker, which improves cognition and brain function, it improves focus and motivation, and it reduces fatigue. CDP-Choline aids in the synthesis of acetylcholine and the release of dopamine. Both neurotransmitters are involved in learning and memory. CDP-Choline also helps repair brain cell membranes. The citidine in CDP-Choline converts to uridine in your body and works as a bridge between the choline and neuron membrane synthesis. Uridine is needed to synthesize phosphatidylserine, which is needed to repair damaged neuron membranes. Choline is so vital to cognition and nerve function that without it, we couldn't move, think, sleep, or remember anything. And one of the best ways to provide your brain and body with the choline it needs is by supplementing with CDP-Choline. DHA. DHA is an omega-3 fatty acid. DHA is crucial for the healthy structure and function of your brain. Your brain is made up of 60% fat, and much of that fat is DHA. DHA can turn on brain-derived nootropic factor, improving neuroplasticity, leading to better learning and memory. And DHA acts as an anti-inflammatory by reducing the enzyme COX-2. If you suffer from chronic depression, within a few weeks of adding DHA to your nootropic stack, you should feel the depression lift. Your cognition will be better. You'll think clearer and quicker. Your memory and ability to learn will improve, and you'll have more energy and motivation. But it's very likely that you won't think to attribute these improvements to adding DHA to your nootropic stack, and something else will get the credit. The thing is you cannot get these benefits from fish oil or most omega-3s on the market, because the dosage of DHA is far too low, and the purity is an issue. It's best to get your DHA from the source, the same place that fish and other marine life get their DHA, and that's from algae. The latest addition to my nootropic stack and thousands in our community is the Performance Lab Omega-3. It provides 600 milligrams of DHA and 300 milligrams of EPA from algal oil, which is from Life's Omega-60, in 2 Nutrigels vegan soft gels. Lion's mane. Lion's mane mushroom is an ancient Chinese remedy for improving cognitive performance and overall health. In our modern world, lion's mane makes it into some of the best nootropic stacks. Why? Because lion's mane stimulates the enzyme production that releases nerve growth factor. It stimulates the repair and creation of neurons for neurogenesis, boosting neurotransmitters and signaling that affects memory, learning, recall, and mood. And lion's mane helps eliminate brain fog, restoring memory and mental alertness, and it lowers anxiety and depression symptoms. Lion's mane is a great complement to any nootropic stack that includes Aniracetam and CDP-Choline and DHA for an immediate cognitive boost. And this is new this year, Quercetin. Quercetin is a flavonol from the flavonoid group of polyphenols found in many plants. As a nootropic, Quercetin boosts mitochondrial function and it decreases a reactive oxygen species production, which improves learning and memory. Quercetin made the best nootropics for 2021 list this year because it has recently been found to help reduce the symptoms of COVID-19. A Chinese study showed that quercetin bound with the spike protein in the coronavirus, reducing its ability to infect cells. and some of the most recent comments by quercetin users report a significant reduction in COVID-19 symptoms. Those infected with the virus reported using quercetin with vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. Their breathing was easier, and this combo helped them recover faster. And this is beginning to be backed by clinical studies as well. N-Acetyl-L-Tyrosine, or NALT. N-Acetyl-L-Tyrosine produces the catecholamine triad of neurotransmitters: dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine. As your dopamine levels increase, you're better able to concentrate, organize your thoughts, and stay productive. NALT can be an effective treatment for ADHD symptoms. NALT works in synergy with stimulants like Ritalin and Adderall by boosting extracellular levels of dopamine, helping these drugs be more effective, and mitigating side effects that comes with the stimulant that when it wears off. N-Acetyl-L-Tyrosine also improves memory and cognition under acute stress. It helps improve decision-making, flow state, and creativity, cognitive flexibility, and working memory. NALT is a great addition to any nootropic stack, especially if you're dealing with ADD or ADHD. Phosphatidylserine. Phosphatidylserine is one of the best nootropics because it helps the efficient transfer of proteins, enzymes, nutrients, oxygen, and glucose into and out of each cell. PS is involved in the format and sending of signals within neurons. PS promotes healthy nerve growth factor, and PS supports the neurogenesis needed for long-term potentiation. PS contributes to healthy mitochondria, which are the energy centers of each brain cell. Phosphatidylserine is arguably one of the most effective and important nootropics we have available today. It has a reputation for improving alertness, attention, cognition, memory, recall, and mood. Pine bark extract. Pine bark extract is one of the best nootropics around, but relatively unknown to the nootropics community. It's a naturally derived, standardized extract of French maritime pine bark. Pine bark extract helps prevent decreases in dopamine and norepinephrine, neurotransmitter problems which contribute to the hyperactivity in ADHD. Pine bark extract helps boost blood flow to and within your brain by increasing nitric oxide, which helps dilate blood vessels and helping to repair and maintain the health of the lining of blood vessels, which are crucial to overall brain health, maintaining signaling pathways, and supporting improved learning and memory. And pine bark extract prevents the accumulation of oxidatively damaged proteins, which may reduce the risk of diseases like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and Huntington's. Rhodiola Rosea. In Russia, Rhodiola Rosea is widely used as a remedy for fatigue, poor concentration, and decreased memory. It's also believed to make workers more productive. As one of the best nootropics around, this adaptogen helps reduce stress and fatigue. It increases memory, alertness, and stamina, while boosting mental performance under periods of chronic stress. Research shows that Rhodiola Rosea helps increase attention to detail-oriented tasks by improving concentration over a prolonged period, making it one of the best nootropics for studying. Rhodiola Rosea boosts mood by influencing serotonin and norepinephrine levels in your brain and the feel-good opioids like beta-endorphins. It also supports neurogenesis by repairing and growing new neurons, as well as activating the synthesis and resynthesis of ATP, your body and brain cells' main energy source. Now, one more reason to add Rhodiola Rosea to your nootropic stack. It helps to reduce the inflammatory C-reactive protein. And salidroside, one of the many components in this incredible herb, protects neurons from oxidative stress-induced cell death. Sulbutiamine. Sulbutiamine is one of the best nootropics in my stack. It's a synthetic derivative of vitamin B1 or thiamine. It's two vitamin B1 molecules joined together, which helps thiamine more easily cross the blood-brain barrier. Sulbutiamine is directly involved in the citric acid cycle that helps produce adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, within your mitochondria. It has also been shown to improve glutamate, choline, and dopamine neurological transmissions. It may also increase the density of dopamine D1 receptors. Sulbutiamine also contributes to the production of the enzyme PDH, which is essential for the synthesis of acetylcholine. I love this nootropic because it boosts cognition, memory, decision-making, it improves athletic performance, it reduces chronic fatigue and erectile dysfunction, and it's one of the best antidepressants I've ever used. L-Theanine. L-Theanine is an amino acid which naturally occurs in green and oolong tea. Many consider it the best nootropic when combined with caffeine for the synergistic effect of lowering blood pressure, rejuvenate and relax, boost thinking ability, improve focus, and change your mood. This amazing amino acid boosts alpha brain waves, promoting alert relaxation. It increases GABA, serotonin, and dopamine levels in your brain, producing an energizing and calming effect, helping you go into flow and improving cognition and memory. It is an antagonist of NMDA receptors and can inhibit synaptic release of glutamate, protecting your brain from overstimulation caused by glutamate and possible glutamate toxicity. It boosts the neurotransmitters serotonin, dopamine, and GABA in your brain, as well as increasing brain-derived nootropic factor and nerve growth factor. Most neurohackers report a calming effect within 30 to 45 minutes of taking L-Theanine. Cognition gets a boost, and energy levels rise without the jitteriness caused by stimulants like caffeine. And some report that L-Theanine has stopped their panic and anxiety attacks. But you should be careful when combining it with anti-anxiety meds like Xanax. Vinpocetine. Vinpocetine is a semi-synthetic derivative of the lesser periwinkle plant, which is known for increasing cerebral circulation, taming inflammation and oxidative stress, and boosting alertness, cognition, concentration, memory, and mood. Vinpocetine inhibits the enzyme PDE1, which boosts cerebral blood flow. It blocks the accumulation of sodium in neurons. It reduces the toxic effects of oxidative stress. It scavenges free radicals, and it protects neurons from glutamate and NMDA toxicity. And by inhibiting PDE1, Vinpocetine increases cAMP and cGMP, boosting neuroplasticity, which enhances cognition and memory. Vitamin B complex. The B vitamins should be in part of every nootropic stack, and they include vitamin B1 or thiamine, which is needed to produce ATP within mitochondria and is a cofactor in acetylcholine synthesis. Vitamin B3 or niacin is used in the synthesis of acetylcholine. Vitamin B5 or pantothenic acid is needed to make acetylcholine. Vitamin B6 or P5P is required for the synthesis of dopamine, epinephrine, GABA, melatonin, norepinephrine, and serotonin. Vitamin B8 or inositol regulates cell volume, signaling pathways in brain cells, DNA repair, long-term potentiation. It's a component of brain cell membranes. It regulates cellular metabolism and cellular energy consumption. And vitamin B9 or folate is involved in DNA and RNA synthesis, gene expression, amino acid synthesis, myelin synthesis and repair, and is required for the synthesis of dopamine, epinephrine, and serotonin. And vitamin B12 or methylcobalamin is required for the synthesis of the neurotransmitters dopamine, GABA, norepinephrine, and serotonin. Now, you may not realize the full benefit of a nootropic stack containing CDP-Choline, Acetyl-L-Carnitine, or any of the racetams, or any nootropic for that matter, without adding a high-quality bioactive B complex, possibly the most important and least expensive addition to your nootropic stack. Some nootropic supplement labels recommend taking it with a meal. The meaning or the implication behind this recommendation is that the nootropic is fat soluble and requires some fat for proper absorption and to increase bioavailability. Each of the nootropics that I've mentioned in this video have links through to the full review for each one, which includes information about solubility, whether it's fat or water soluble. That's in the original transcript for this video. So to be on the safe side, I take a tablespoon of organic Performance Lab MCT oil with my nootropic stack, but you can also use unrefined coconut oil as well. This healthy oil provides the fat needed for better absorption of fat-soluble supplements. And I don't have to worry about taking it with a meal. Using MCT or coconut oil with my stack does not interfere with water-soluble supplements either, so it's a win-win. I've tried a lot of different nootropic stacks in the last 14 years. But in late 2015, I finally found one high-quality pre-made stack that covered all the bases, and that stack is MindLab Pro. I've used MindLab Pro as my base for my personal nootropic stack since 2015, and continue to use it in 2021. It's that good. In fact, in 2017, OptiNutra, the company that makes MindLab Pro, upgraded their formula. Their B vitamins are now their own proprietary Nutrigenesis vitamins. They're nature-identical nutrients that your body recognizes as food. And then in 2018, OptiNutra introduced an entire new supplement brand called Performance Lab. The company recognized the demand for more choices when it comes to brain optimization, and the need to support the rest of your body too. Performance Lab offers the pre-formulated nootropic stacks, Performance Lab Mind, Performance Lab Stim, and Performance Lab Energy. Their nootropic stacks are supported by the Performance Lab Nutrigenesis Multi, which I also use daily. Now this multi contains nature-identical Nutrigenesis vitamins and minerals for whole body and brain performance, and this is now my preferred multivitamin supplement, which works really well with MindLab Pro. And in early 2018, I switched from using individual supplements to Performance Lab Energy, because this stack contains Acetyl-L-Carnitine, coenzyme Q10 or CoQ10, PQQ, and R-lipoic acid that I was buying and using separately, which was way more expensive. And Performance Lab Energy uses the patented clinically tested forms of each ingredient in NutriCaps, which are vegan-friendly capsules and no additives, just pure tested nutrients that work. And then in 2019, I added Performance Lab Stim, which I use occasionally when energy is running a little ragged and I need that extra boost to finish what I'm doing. Because it contains natural caffeine from coffee robusta seeds, L-Theanine, sun-theanine, Azure L-Tyrosine, and which is balanced with Nutrigenesis B complex for alert, clean energy without the jitters. Performance Lab also offers supplement stacks for vision, sleep, a prebiotic, flex, protein, carb, BCAAs, pre-workout and post-workout formulas, a fat burner, and a tea booster for men. If you're feeling frustrated finding your ideal stack, my hope is that this video provides the pointers you need to create your best nootropic stack. Each nootropic that I have included in this video works. How do I know? Because I use them every single day. But I'm not the only one. Tens of thousands of people just like you and I have found success with these nootropics too. I encourage you to try each one in your nootropic stack in 2021. Or save some money on your monthly supplement purchases and try some of the pre-formulated stacks like MindLab Pro and Performance Lab supplements. My attitude is that once I've found a nootropic supplement company that puts out high-quality product, I keep using them until something better comes along. And so far that hasn't happened. I'm confident that you'll like and appreciate the pre-formulated nootropic stacks that I've talked about in this video. OptiNutra puts out amazing products. And when it comes to brain optimization and what I put in my body, good enough isn't nearly good enough until I'm performing my best in all areas of life. The right combination of nootropics in the right amounts have helped me get to the point where I feel I'm performing better than ever. So that's my report on the best nootropics of 2021. If you want to see the nootropics I talked about in this video, including links to the studies I talked about, go to nootropicsexpert.com and to the Best Nootropics link in the top menu, or click on the link below this video. There you'll find a full transcript of this video. And you'll find dozens of articles and all the best known nootropics on Nootropics Expert. If you have any questions on what I talked about in this video, please use the comment section below this video. or at the bottom of the page over on the Best Nootropics page over on Nootropics Expert. I try my best to respond to comments and questions as quickly as I can. If you haven't already, download your free copy of Secrets of the Optimized Brain. It's nearly 100 pages and contains details on 92 of the most popular nootropics used today. And consider getting a copy of my book, Head First, The Complete Guide to Healing and Optimizing Your Brain with Nootropic Supplements. Head First is nearly 600 pages and the best guide on the planet for fixing and optimizing your brain. And if you could use some personal help with choosing the right nootropics or figuring out how to deal with your own brain health issues, consider booking a personal consultation with me. You'll find a link to my calendar below. And if you want to see more videos on all the best nootropics used today, subscribe to this channel before you leave. I'll be putting up new videos on nootropics and optimizing your brain every week. I'm David Toman, author of Nootropics Expert.